Well, I'm not going to opine on the merits. First of all, I don't know the charges. I don't know the evidence. So let's just put that aside for a moment. Here's my way I view this. And it's a nuanced answer, I admit, but I support people to understand it. There is something called prosecutorial discretion, right? And that is you weigh, all right, what is the harm that was caused here versus the harm of prosecution or the benefit of prosecution, right? So I'm not saying that President Trump is guilty. I'm not saying that, but let's just assume for a moment that some of the things they say or we've seen in the press leaks are accurate, just based on what we know. I don't know what other things might come out, whatever it might be. I honestly believe that the harm, whatever harm was created by documents being stored, be they in Biden's garage or Mar-a-Lago or wherever, is far outweighed by the harm of this bringing this indictment. Far outweighed. Why? This is already a volatile country. This is already a dangerously polarized country. And now you are now on top of that going to pour gasoline with an indictment that a significant plurality of Americans, significant percentage, are going to say that's political. And it comes on the heels of two impeachments, including one after he was out of office, the indictment in New York, now this one, another thing going on in Georgia, a lawsuit in another New York court, the whole dossier thing that turned our country for 2.5 years. That's all they focused on. It comes after, and so people look at that and say, hold on a second. No, this is a two-tier system of government. This feels like our institutions are being politicized. So it doesn't just threaten to divide our country irreparably even further and pour gasoline on this. It's going to do two things. It undermines confidence in important institutions. Guys, we need an FBI that works. We need a Justice Department that people have confidence in. This is going to undermine confidence in that. And at the same time, as that's going on, I think you also have to ask yourself, how do we come back from it? What happens now? The next Republican president is going to be under tremendous pressure to do the same thing to a Democrat. And then we become the third world. And so I think the harm this promises to do to America far outweighs, as far as I can see, any of the alleged harms that might have been caused by this